So this is a quick video. Don't know if the quality is going to be that great because I'm just recording this off my computer. Well, of course I'm recording off my computer. I'm just doing this off my computer's game capture. And yeah, I want to talk about the new Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms because for some reason everyone hates this movie. I guess at least the fans, because the Mortal Kombat fans, if you're in like the fourth snake area of Mortal Kombat fans, you have like a little bit of a hate boner towards like modern Mortal Kombat. I look weird with these glasses right now. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw the movie, saw a majority of it on YouTube, to be honest, because the pacing is pretty bad. But in terms like a Mortal Kombat content, I know this might piss some people off, and look, my voice is already cracking because I already can feel the force of all the hate. But I didn't think it was that bad. Again, this is a person who's criticized the Mortal Kombat Aftermath DLC. Wow, the haters are really choking me out right now. I can already feel in the comment section. But yeah, this is a person who already criticized the Mortal Kombat Aftermath DLC. Didn't like what they did with Sindel's character. I did a rant about the latest Mortal Kombat 2021 movie. Didn't really like that as well. And in each one of those, I've said consistently that I'm a Liu Kang fan, right? And I already know with my own bias, this movie favors me. Like, I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I like the Dragon Ball S fights because people told me to watch the Four Snakes video and watch other people's videos. Like, nigga, I like Dragon Ball stuff. Like, is that like supposed to be a diss? Like, because when people start saying like this Dragon Ball Z S fight, it's like it's something of a weird diss if you like Dragon Ball. It's like, hey, if you like Dragon Ball, go watch this. Like, it's very condescending. I don't know, that guy's opinions and stuff. Like, it's not to call out him. It's just very weird criticisms and stuff. But yeah, like I already kind of tell this favors me a lot because I'm a Liu Kang fan. I like Raiden, and it's more of a characterization for like three characters really in terms of like Liu Kang, Shao Kahn, and Raiden. And also like a little bit of Scorpion Sub-Zero. But let's just talk about it. So my main question for the people who hate this film: tell me a property in Mortal Kombat that has like amazing storytelling, that isn't like over bloated. Like I want you to be I want you to be completely objective here. And then I know people are gonna make fun of me because of my voice, but like I don't know what's going on with my voice. Because like literally, like you could say like maybe Mortal Kombat 9, but there's people like on the Four Snake side who hates that storyline, right? And people will always have criticism for like Mortal Kombat X storyline. And even though I love Mortal Kombat 11 storyline before Aftermath, people didn't like that either. And if you even go back to the older Mortal Kombat stories pre the transition to Warner Brothers, it probably even had a story outside like really going in depth looking for stuff. Like, I didn't really like the Deadly Alliance line because again, it's just super dark, killing off my boy. And then when it got to Armageddon, it became so convoluted. Mortal Kombat as a storytelling like property has never been this super Oscar driven, great pacing stuff. So when people coming in like I'm expecting quality, I respect the criticism of that. The pacing's pretty bad. The fights are pretty short, and some characters don't get that development or that much at all. I agree with those criticisms, but then you can say that about every Mortal Kombat story outside of the modern Mortal Kombat games because their stories are so freaking long. Like Mortal Kombat 9 story was ridiculously long. So if your main criticism is that it didn't have enough time to tell its story and the pacing was kind of bad, I can agree. If you think this is the worst movie because of that, I don't agree, but I respect the criticism. Like, yeah, the fighting is pretty fast and the story is kind of overbloated for how short it is. But the character progressions for Liu Kang, the story that they told with Raiden actually is Raiden here. He's not just some asshole. Like, that's what they did with Mortal Kombat 2021. They just made him this like super like arrogant, not relatable, not charismatic Raiden. And this is like the best interpretation of Raiden I've seen in years. Liu Kang, even though they make him pretty OP, like a little bit, like they rushed that Fire God Liu Kang stuff. I love how they handle it in Mortal Kombat 11. Here is like, I love seeing it, but it like barely makes any sense. Like I know the Elder Gods do some stuff, they give us some powers, but it's like, In terms of animation, I'm not gonna lie, the animation is kind of decent for the bigger fights, like Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung, Liu Kang versus like Shao Kahn, Raiden versus Shao Kahn. But I could tell the animation quality kind of dipped a lot in this movie compared to Scorpion's Revenge. Like, it just feels like they was rushed. And they even stated many times they try to put as much as they can because they really thought it was going to be a third film, and it shows. However, with that, with all that being said, it's like, for a Mortal Kombat property, this is not the worst thing ever. For people to say this is the worst Mortal Kombat thing, have you seen the Mortal Kombat properties? Have you seen the old, like, Mortal Kombat? Well, I think Mortal Kombat Legacy wasn't that bad. But, like, again, Mortal Kombat's, most of their storytelling hasn't really been above, like, a C, bruh. And this is a person who loves the 1996 movie. I love that film. But even I know that's like it's like not the greatest thing. Like, it's a fun popcorn flick, but like, I just don't really get people who say, like, I just want quality storytelling. Like, Mortal Kombat, outside like maybe the games, even though the games are like super long, and some people even hate that storytelling because they feel like, I just feel like the fans have gotten to a point where they have really unrealistic expectations. Like, again, even when I criticize the Mortal Kombat 2021 film, I just want to be good as the Mortal Kombat 1996, which it's like a 7 or 6 out of 10 storytelling. I just didn't like how they messed with the power scaling, and they really felt like they was just adding in like a bunch of random characters. Like, in this movie, it feels like a Mortal Kombat story, just really rushed. But it feels like a Mortal Kombat story. Like, Liu Kang feels like Liu Kang. Shang Tsung feels like Shao Kahn feels like Shao Kahn. Even the cyborg ninjas with Cyrax, and sorry, I'm like, my mind is a little bit rushed here, but like, they feel threatening for the first time. Like, every time I've seen the cyborg ninjas, they feel like fodder. Like, it was like they get a power up just to lose faster. Like, Cyrax in Mortal Kombat 9 felt stronger as a human than he felt when he turned into a cyborg. Or like with Smoke too. Like, with this, they feel nigh unbeatable. Like, again, I get the criticisms of rushed storytelling or rushed pacing. I understand that. But for the things they get right, they get right. Like, hell, I like the little retcon of Liu Kang having like a Batman parents murdered in the alleyway type thing, because it gives Liu Kang a little bit more character. I like the DBZ-esque fight, even though the quality kind of dipped in this film. It wasn't that bad. The only thing I didn't like a lot was definitely the Rush Shinnok and Fire God Liu Kang stuff, because, like, yeah, you kind of tell they threw it in there because they didn't know they was going to get a third film. But I don't think this makes this the worst thing ever. Like, I like this more than the 2021 film because this feels like Mortal Kombat. The other one felt like it was like kind of a parody of Mortal Kombat. Like, this feels like it. It's just unfortunately rushed. Like, I can also crack jokes how Kung Lao has really pretty much become pre-Warner Brothers Johnny Cage. Because Johnny Cage used to die like all the time, especially like in the Mortal Kombat movies, like the original 2. Like, he just, well, actually the sequel, he died, and then, you know what I mean? Like, Kung Lao, yeah, he gets the Vegeta treatment in it. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just feel like the Mortal Kombat fan base, especially on like, again, I don't mind if you're, again, this is not to keep throwing shade at the Force Snake. Like, 'cause again, he has his own opinions, and I think he can structure it his own way. I just don't really agree the way he goes about it. And again, like, I'm cool with people like Saiyan Scholar, who's kind of like in that same ballpark where they kind of have like super over the top takes, but they're still good people at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I never really subscribed to that super, like, I only talk crap about Mortal Kombat stuff when I feel like it's super justified. And again, maybe you feel like it's justified here. Like, you know, I've criticized the Sindel retcon. I've criticized the, what else I criticized? Oh yeah, the Mortal Kombat 2021 film. But like, here it's like, I understand that some characters are rushed. I understand that the fight scenes are pretty fast. But I feel like the things they do right supersede those things. Like the things they did with Scorpion Sub-Zero, even though they kind of rushed Sub-Zero's little story arc, the things they did with Liu Kang, my favorite character, I think they did pretty well. And I think Raiden, this is the best Raiden we've seen in years. And Shao Kahn was really threatening and incredible in this. Like, and I know, like, also, some people criticize, like, the X-rays and stuff, like, being like, that's just modern Mortal Kombat. We all know that, like, X-rays don't mean, like, someone's really gonna die. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's like when we start seeing like limbs fully rip off. Like, the X-rays are just there for like style purposes. So yeah, man, again, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know what you feel about the new Mortal Kombat Battles of the Realms. I can't really see right now. Probably should put back on my glasses. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to give my two takes in here because, you know, I reviewed the first Mortal Kombat film and didn't mind. I mean, yeah, reviewed the Mortal Kombat 2021 film, and I have some hopes for it. I just want them to do better with certain characters. But this one, it's like, it felt like a Mortal Kombat story, just unfortunately rushed, and the animation quality wasn't up to par as the other one. But yeah, like, I don't think this is the worst thing ever. Why is my glasses like, doesn't need to be more like this? Like, it feels like one part is higher than the other. But yeah, I don't think it was that bad, to be honest with you. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'll give this movie like a 6 or 7. Like, it'll be a lot higher if the movie was like 2 hours long, but it's like an hour and like 15. And then they rushed so much stuff. But like, again, tell me a Mortal Kombat story that's a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 on a super like pacing, writing, and just overall storytelling. That's not just pure favoritism, it's your favorite story. Okay, because like that Mortal Kombat, like one of my favorite stories is literally the 1996 film, and we all know that movie has problems. So like, even with Dragon Ball, right? Dragon Ball, I know at its peak, like the Piccolo Junior saga, the Saiyan saga, the Frieza saga, and that, I think they're like 9 out of 10 out of 10 stories, but we all know they had their problems. With Mortal Kombat, they haven't even reached that level, I don't even think, at all. I mean, you can go to some comics, but like TV shows, live action stuff, all that, Mortal Kombat has never been on that level. So like, for people saying like this interpretation is that bad, I highly doubt it. Like, what have you been reading about Mortal Kombat for this long for it to be that terrible? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below, how do you feel about it, if it's that bad. Yeah, man. And also, my latest My Academia video didn't do that well, so we'll see what goes on here. Hopefully people click this. So yeah, SonTj, peace. Love you all.